From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. None of what's put out on this channel is possible without the support of you guys. Every single one of you who has watched the video, every single one of you who has hit that like button, subscribed, and hit that notification bell, like I tell you in every single video in my own quirky way. I really am humbled by the support that I've gotten on this wrestling journey and this YouTube journey as a content creator. And it's given me time and reason to reflect on where I was and I guess where we go from here. And I began my podcasting / content creation / YouTube journey, whatever you want to call it, back in 2020 during the pandemic. I would always hit up my friends and say, hey, we should start a podcast. Let's do this. But I never actually had the time or reason to really start it. And 2020 and the pandemic gave me that time and gave me that reason. I was stuck in the house. We couldn't interact with our friends. We couldn't interact with our loved ones. So I used podcasting as a reason to keep me busy, but also as an excuse to have set time where I talk to my friends and I touch base with them, see how they're doing, and really help grow my relationships with them at a time where you're not really meeting many people. And when I think about where I was then and where we are now, both myself personally, and then the channels that I do and run, it really makes me feel like everything that I've done since then was the right decision for me. And I appreciate all of you who have been on this journey with me. And when we talk about 2023, there's a lot that's gone right for the channel. I've grown past my wildest expectations. At the end of 2022, I was hoping that by the end of 2023, we would be at 5,000 subscribers. Little did I know that we would pass that by February, and then by year's end, we would be at 18,000. That is astonishing to me. And the fact that you guys made it possible, again, makes me the most grateful content creator on YouTube. And when I take a look back at everything that's been put out on the channel and everything that I've gotten to do, not only have I gotten to deliver better and bigger news videos every single day for you guys to watch, I've also gotten into doing video essays, things that I didn't think that I would be able to do given the time constrictions and just my own basic lack of skill at that point. But I was able to find time and actually execute them. And execute them in a way that I think people genuinely like. Some of the best performing content on the channel are those video essays that I put out. And when I think about all the great content creators that I've had a chance to work with over the past year, whether it be Kenny Baum from WrestleBomb and Off the Top, to Ango, who, in my opinion, is one of the best wrestling content creators out there and someone who personally has influenced me and pushed me in a way that no other person has to be better in this wrestling space. If it wasn't for Ango, honestly, I probably wouldn't have a specific channel dedicated to professional wrestling. I'd still be doing this over on Real Take Sports, and while I would still be able to build an audience, I don't think I would be able to build one as quickly and as efficiently as I have today. Also, I need to shout out Trevor, my co-host on OT Graps, who every single Tuesday is there for me to talk about wrestling and be absolutely wacky in a way that I really can't be on other spaces, but I do feel comfortable being with him because he is a really good friend and someone who has a wealth of experience watching professional wrestling and really analyzing the history behind some of these storylines. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of Trevor over on youtube.com/@OTGraps. Be sure to subscribe. And I think he's really got a lot of special things to come in 2024. Also, looking back at some of the experiences I had over the past year, I got to attend a whole lot of wrestling events, AEW, WWE, and witness some amazing moments. From CM Punk's return to WWE in Chicago, to Adam Copeland debuting in AEW, to living out my wrestle dream, being invited as a credentialed member of the wrestling media for AEW Wrestle Dream. This year could not have gotten better for me. And I am blessed to be where I am in this space. I am blessed to have an audience like you guys who has not only supported me and my work, but also driven me to be better as well. And as we look towards 2024, there are a few things that I really want to do more of. I want to do more video essay type content and that more produced content, because not only does it perform better on the channel, it's also fun for me to put together, because for me, it's went from something that I thought was hard work to something that I know now I feel comfortable doing and doing off the cuff. Because truth be told, I'm not the best at reading off a script. I'm not the best at kind of reading and coloring between the lines. I'm an outside of the lines colorer. I've always been, and I think I always will be. So that's why the more off the cuff stuff really speaks to me better, and I think comes off more authentically to you all, and that's why you enjoy that more. So in 2024, I want to do more of those. I want to hopefully do one for each big pay-per-view, or leading up to each big pay-per-view of the year, and maybe a few kind of around big moments of the year. And I really hope that you guys will help me in the comment sections of videos, suggest ones to do and what you want me to book, what you want me to talk about. Also in 2024, I want to work with more content creators. I want to make sure that I'm not only building up my platform, but also using it to uplift voices in wrestling that aren't being uplifted. And I want to work with some awesome content creators, and honestly, something that I could be better at is reaching out. I'm a busy guy. I try to be open and honest about that. And one of the things that I've always struggled with is when I want to do something, kind of just starting it and putting those wheels in motion, because I always get distracted by either work, family, or whatever I'm doing for this channel. So something that I want to be more cognizant of and be more on top of is reaching out to other content creators. If there are content creators that you want to see me work with, or you want me to try to work with, let me know in the comment section below. Hit me up on X or Twitter, whatever the hell that thing is called now, and let me know who you want me to work with, or hit them up and let them know that I'm a cool guy to work with. I try to be open. I want to use this space to build people up, and I want this to be just a place where you can get awesome, cool, non-toxic wrestling content. Another thing that I want to launch in 2024 is eventually a Patreon. And one of the things when I started doing podcasting that I felt like I would never do is ask people for money. I have always felt like if you're asking someone for money, it should be for a worthy cause. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I, or this channel, or the content I create across all of my channels would be that. But I really do think right now, given where I am in my life, given where this channel specifically is at, I think 2024 is going to be the right time to launch that. And that doesn't mean it's strictly going to be an exchange. I have some ideas of exclusive content that I want to put on Patreon that would actually make it worth your while to subscribe and support the channel. But another reason, quite frankly, that I would like to start a Patreon in 2024 is to help give me some extra motivation to continue this journey. No details yet, but in 2024, be on the lookout for more details about that. And finally, the biggest thing that I want to accomplish in 2024, it's not a number, it's not a goal, it's not a specific number of subscribers or types of videos or any of that. My biggest goal for 2024 is to engage more with you guys. I started a podcast called Wrestling with Omer so that I could engage with you guys more often and in a more loose setting than I usually do. Read your super chats, read your regular chats, and just talk about professional wrestling. That's why Wrestling with Omer is such a great show, because you literally control what the hell I talk about, and you don't even need to give a super chat all the time. I'm reading through the chats. So More of that is what I want to do, and I want to do it in a more interactive way. Eventually, I want to get to the point where I don't just have people putting their comments or their opinions in over chat. I want to have people call into the show, and I want it to be a space where not only can you hear great wrestling opinions, but fans, true fans of professional wrestling, can share their opinions, and I want to hear directly from you. And I think that in 2024, look for that to happen. I just need y'all's help to help me figure out what the best way for that is. So whether it's call in, whether it's Zoom, Discord, whatever it is, whatever you think the easiest way for me to accomplish that, let me know in the comment section. I'll leave you guys with this. At the beginning of my podcasting journey, I wanted to do this for fun, and I wanted to do this so that I could just tell my friends, hey, I got a podcast. I'll be honest with you. As I stand, or I guess sit here today, 18,000 subscribers. I now create content on 4.5 channels, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I get to do this really cool thing that you all enjoy. I'm grateful that I get to have, whether it's 1 or 2 fans, or whether it's 10 to 30 fans, or 100 to 300 fans who watch the videos, or 3,000, whoever. It really is so fucking cool that I get to sit here talking to a mic, and y'all think it's great, and y'all think it's cool enough for your time. It has always bewildered me that people want to hear what I have to say about these things, but at the same time, now that I know that people do, I feel responsible for putting out more content. And it goes back to what I said about you guys really being the driving force around me. So thank you everyone who's helped me get this far, and thank you to everyone who's going to get me even farther. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.